Today, as a thank you to my 100 plus subscribers, I thought, since we're all about numbers and mathematics here at Alien Institute, that it might be fun for us to learn how to count to 100. But the catch is, we're going to do it in German. Countdown begins now. 4, 3, 2, 1.
3, 2, 1.
Okay, so let's begin with a few rules of pronunciation. And if you really want to be exact about things, make sure you go and listen to a native speaker. So the idea behind counting to 100 in German is the key of learning from 1 to 12 and then getting the pattern down. So let's start with 1 and learn a little pronunciation here. So the word for number 1 or 1 is Eins. So Eins, you notice, is spelled E-I-N-S, and the E-I makes a long I sound as in English, or like the word I on your face. The number 2 is said Zwei. So it's spelt with a Z, and the Z in German makes a TS sound, such as in the word guts. Also note the EI is making a long I sound again. The number 4 is said vier. Okay, so notice that it's spelled I-E-R. Okay, so the I-E makes the sound of a long E in English, such as in the word me. Also, the V, that makes an F sound in English. And for future words, the letter W makes the sound of V. So think of the word Volkswagen. Volks, as in people, Wagen, wagon, or I guess car. So Volkswagen. All right, so let's get started. We're going to learn the first 12 numbers, and then we'll learn the pattern, and we should get to 100. Again, we're not going to count all the way to 100, but you'll get the pattern, and you'll be able to do it on your own. And again, if you want to get the exact pronunciation, then make sure you go to a site where they have a native speaker. All right, so I'm going to count to 12 slowly. Eins, zwei, drei, vier, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay, so that gets us to 12. So now we can get to 20 real simply. Just remember that the number 10 was 10. So the way we're going to do this is we're going to say the number, for instance, 13, will be 3 plus 10. So it's going to be 13. 13. Okay, so that's 13. 310. Okay, so it'll be 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Okay, so that's one of the other ones I forgot to tell you that you need to memorize is 20. There's a pattern for the rest, 30, 40, 50, but 20 you got to remember as 20. Okay, so now we have up to 20. If you notice 17 though, the number 7 is Zeben, but we said 17. So for 7, when you go to say 17, you were going to, I guess you could say, chop off an en. So instead of 17, you'd say 17. All right, so now we're going to carry through on the pattern. The pattern goes like this. They count in a sense, I think it's like Old English, I'm not positive, but they would say something like this. 1 and 20. 2 and 20, that would be 22. 3 and 20, that would be 23. All right, and then keep in mind when you say 21, instead of saying eins und 20, und means and, you would say, you take off the S, so it's 21, That's 21. 21. 22. 23. 24. Okay, so and then 25, 26, and it carries on. Okay, it goes up to 29, 29, and then you go to 30. So 30 is just like the original numbers, 1 through 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, but you add sich on the end. So 30. That's 30. 30. Okay, now how do you say 4? 4. 4. And then add sich. 40. 40. That's 40. 50. 60. 70. 80. 90. 90 is 9. Okay, and then sich, 90. And then 100 is 100. 100. All right, so now we pretty much, with the pattern, keep in mind, 70 again, it's not 70, it's 70. So again, you're taking off the EN. So there's a few little things that you have to make small adjustments for. So for instance, if I want to say 93, I'd say 3 and 90. 3 und 90. Okay, if I want to say, let's say 42. Okay, so I have to say 2 and 40. Okay, so it would be 2 und 40. That's 42. All right, so I think with that pattern, you'll be able to learn, or you'll be able to immediately count to 100 with a little practice. If you want to do it for fun, you're in a long car drive and you want to put down the electronics, see if you can count to 100 while you're on that long drive, or while you're just sitting waiting for a bus or something like that. So now what we're going to do is do a little math. I'll explain those ones real quickly. Mal means multiply, M-A-L. Okay, plus, as you might expect, is plus. Minus is minus. Okay, if I want to say equals, then I say ist gleich. All right, so now let's try a little math. I'm going to be thinking a little slower because I'm going to be thinking in German, trying to quickly translate to English. I don't think you're really supposed to do it that way if you know the language ultimately, or know it super fluently. So let's try something like, let's try 20 minus 3. So I would say 20 minus 3 ist gleich 17. 20 minus 3 is 17. I'm trying to hit that 17 a little bit so you get used to saying 17 and not tempted to say 17. Let's try 10 plus 2. Okay? 10 plus 2 ist gleich 12. Okay, 10 plus 2 equals 12. All right, what if I want to say something like 2 times 12? Okay. 2 mal 12 ist gleich 24. 2 times 12 is equal to 24. Okay, so play with those numbers. Maybe do your 11s tables or something. That might be kind of fun. That would, if we had a little more time here. Mostly, I just want to thank everyone for subscribing to my channel here, and really it's our channel because there's a few people involved in this thing, and you all know Heidi von Helmholtz, or you should. But we want to really thank you, and we're going to try to put out better and better stuff day by day. We're hoping that we can really boost up the math so you guys can go around and be very confident and really push mathematical skills so you can help people in your neighborhood or around your circle of friends, and help them become great mathematicians too. So goodbye, and thank you from Alien Institute.